Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina and today is a honest opinions on new makeup releases video. So let's address the elephant in the room. I dyed my hair. I went darker with my hair. I hope you guys like it or don't mind it at least. The last time I dyed my hair this dark, my mom was so upset. So can't wait to see my mom for Christmas. Sorry, mom. But anyways, before I jump into today's honest opinions on new makeup releases, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. I do upload on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you want to see more from me, I do a lot of project panning on this channel. So if that's something you enjoy, definitely hit that button so you don't miss any of my uploads. Without further ado, let's get into talking about some new makeup releases. So as always, I have Trend Mood up. I have it on my computer this time rather than on my phone because I can't seem to keep my phone charged at all. I just keep leaving it somewhere in my house and then I'm like, oh yeah, my phone. And then it dies. Honestly, sounds like my motivation all of 2020. So the first thing I see on Trend Mood is a new release from Wayne Goss. Wayne Goss did start a makeup line not too long ago, I don't think. All of his items look really classic and timeless in a way, just really clean lines, simple. And he has a eyeshadow palette coming out that has 6 shades in it. It has mattes and shimmers. It is $55, so that is really expensive in my opinion for 6 shades. But if he thinks the quality is there, then maybe it's there. I think it's catered a little bit more towards pros than just novice makeup users like I am. So that could also be something if it goes in your kit. It's versatile in that way. He's also coming out with 2 eye pencils, a blue and a plum purple one. The next thing I see is from KKW. It is another one of her fragrance launches, and this is adding to the crystal collection that she had already released a while ago, I think. I think these bottles look insanely cool. I like crystals. I'm not like a crystal collector or anything, but I like the way they look. I like anything that has like a naturey flair to it. So I think these look really cool. I'm not sure how you store these. Like, do they just lay on their sides? Does it leak? Is that a concern for people? So I'm not 100% sure on that. I feel like it would just be a pain to store, but they look good, you know? The next thing I see is from Violet Voss. This is the Forget Me Not palette, and it is a blue palette. I think this is a smart move on Violet Voss's PR team or creative team, because I know a lot of people, including myself, don't want to buy from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is maybe a good dupe for the blue blood. Is that what it was called? The blue palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This could be a good dupe for it instead of buying that one. You don't get as many shades in it, but it is more affordable. That could be a really good option if you're looking not to purchase from Jeffree Star anymore and you need blues in your collection. I don't need any more blues. I have the Blue Moon palette from Colourpop, and that's really all the blues I need in my life. I think this looks pretty similar, minus the weird gold and peachy shade in this. I didn't do this again. Hang on, guys. Okay, we're adjusted. I think the first 2 shades are a little weird to me. Everything else I like. The peach and the gold kind of look weird to me. I don't know if it's because they're basing it solely on the flowers. Maybe they had like I don't know what they would have had in mind for that. I'm not sure what that was for. I think they could have done fully blue and green and it would have been perfect, but that's just me. I don't need this at all. I'm skipping over all of the Colourpop releases because there's just so many all the time, so I'm not going to talk about Colourpop at all in this video. I do have the new Raw Beauty Christie collab coming in the mail to me. It should be here next week, so that video will be going up soon. But otherwise, I'm not going to talk about Colourpop in this video because Colourpop. There is a ton of holiday releases. This one makes me laugh. Kylie Cosmetics is coming out with a collab with The Grinch, which I don't know why that's funny to me. Anyone else find that fun? I don't know why. She went from having like her weird leopard porn cover release and now she has a Grinch release. I don't know what's going on over at Kylie Cosmetics, but I feel like someone is new on the creative team because it's been all over the place. Is she pulling a Trump and just firing people left and right, and all of these new people are coming in and they don't know what has been happening, so everyone's just spouting off ideas and it's like, well, this would work and maybe this would work. I'm not sure what's happening over at Kylie Cosmetics headquarters, but it sounds like a fun time. Huda Beauty is coming out with another, it's a holiday release of lipsticks. I feel like these holiday releases of lipsticks are a great deal if you're like me and you don't use lipstick very often, but I feel like I still want to get through all of these little mini sizes. I don't know, what are your thoughts on like lipstick bundles? Do you think they're a good deal, like when they're lipstick minis? Do you think those are a good deal or a bad deal? I'm leaning towards they're a good deal because I've never gotten through an entire lipstick easily. I am so upset about this next one. Lisa Frank and Morphe have a collab, and I was obsessed with those freaking Lisa Frank folders in the 90s. I had one that had the seal on it, and I carried that thing everywhere. When it started fraying on the edges, I thought I was gonna have a straight breakdown. I thought I was gonna have a mental breakdown at the ripe age of nine years old. I am so upset this is Morphe because I don't really like the quality of Morphe. I know they do have some really good products that come out occasionally, but for the most part, I don't really like their eyeshadow formula, and most of the things I think they're too hard and too hard packed. I want this so bad for the 9-year-old in me who had a breakdown. The outside packaging of the eyeshadow palette is so freaking cute. Look at that little tiger face. Look at it. I love it. I want it. Haus Labs also has a holiday release called the 4-Way. It's an interesting name. Okay. Charlotte Tilbury has some tinted lip products coming out. These are really pretty. I've been leaning more, especially with masks and stuff. I feel like cheek and lip tints are a lot more like appealing to me at the moment because they don't tend to move around under your mask. So I think this is a good move for them. I don't technically need it. I just end up not wearing anything if I know I'm gonna be out in a mask for a long time, because like, what's the point? Just do eye makeup and a little bit of foundation around this area, and then I go about my business, because I don't typically take my masks off in most places. I'm not going out to eat or anything. So while I like this, I don't need it, but I understand why they're doing it. I think it's a smart move for them business-wise, but the colors are really pretty too. They're all like pretty natural. They look really nice. Like looking at the lip swatches, they're really, really pretty. They look kind of wet though. It says it's long-lasting color that glides on wet and leaves your lips and cheeks with a natural-looking stain. So I guess after a while it just does fade, but I guess maybe it's not 100% mask-proof either. Be interesting. Jennifer Lopez has a makeup line coming out because everyone and their mom has a makeup line. Charlotte Tilbury has a holiday line called the Glowgasm. Milani has some new lipsticks coming out. They're called the Color Fetish. What is with all of this like sexual crap? Is it because everyone's thirsty after 2020? Has quarantine done us dirty? Because what the heck? We've gone from glowgasm to skin fetish. Nothing wrong with fetishes. Nothing wrong with glowgasms. But like, what has happened? A lot of babies have been made during COVID, and a lot of babies get made during Christmas. So maybe that's what's happening. We're all getting in. It's the season for They have some new moisturizing balm-like lipsticks that have 85% blend of nourishing oils, and they will leave your lips moisturized with a lustrous pop. If these are like back in the day, those Revlon lip butters, y'all remember those lipsticks? Those were the best lipsticks on the market, hands down, like 8 years ago, something like that. I used those all through college and I loved them. Revlon, of course, I don't use anymore. But if Milani comes out with these and these are like those, I would love these, because those lip butters from Revlon were perfection. They were the best. I have this on my calendar. I kind of want to get it. I know I shouldn't get it, but I want it. The Melt Cosmetics Beetlejuice collab, a lot of you guys have been asking me about it. I want it. I want the whole thing. I'm not even gonna lie. I want the whole thing. I love Beetlejuice. In fact, I love Beetlejuice so much. On the way to my honeymoon on the plane, we went to Hawaii for our honeymoon. I watched Beetlejuice on the plane twice. Once there, once back, because I love Beetlejuice. What can I say? It was right before Halloween. We went in September to our honeymoon, so like it was close enough to Halloween, and plus that movie's good all the time. But I think this looks really amazing. I just want to yell it's showtime every time I go to do my makeup, because who wouldn't? I want to yell it's showtime. I don't know who this brand is, but Spectrum Collections or Spectrum, they have a Fantasia line. Interesting. I love Fantasia. It makes me think of my sister though. She's such a big Disney fan. So that's interesting. I like that a lot. Essence is coming out with the Disney Princess and Villains collection, which I'm kind of getting tired of these now. I feel like everyone has done these. And while I think these are okay, I think these are the most boring ones. I know that's really rude. I love Essence Cosmetics, but I think these are so boring to look at. I don't know what it is. Just don't know what it is. I think it's because they pick the same color packaging for everything, and they just all kind of look dull to me. And they honestly, the shadows look similar with like random pops of color for each princess. I just don't really care for this line, and I'm kind of getting bored with the Disney Princess stuff and the Disney Villains. It's like Princess and Villains is really common. And honestly, they did my girl Maleficent dirty. What is this palette? What is this palette? There's no purple. How can you have a Maleficent palette with no purple? How disappointing. How disappointing. One year I dressed up as Maleficent for Halloween and I made my own headpiece, and that thing was so freaking heavy. so heavy. I paper mache'd it. It took me like 2 weeks to get that right. I had wires and paper mache and I had to let it set. And then when I put that thing on my head, I thought I was doing a neck exercise. So I love Maleficent. She's one of my favorites and they just did her dirty and I'm not happy about it. And that, guys, I think is where I'm gonna wrap up this video today. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna end up picking up anything that I talked about today, or if there's another release that you've seen that I didn't mention today that you want. Definitely leave them down in the comments so we can talk about it. And remember, there is always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you guys in my next video. Bye!